I believe we are in the denial phase of the Wall Street cheat sheet psychology of a market cycle. And what I think is going to happen, guys, is I think we are going to head for at least one leg lower. We're going to be waiting for consolidation on the sidelines, and then we're going to start buying all through this area right here. I think this is going to be an amazing time in the disbelief area, basically even before the disbelief area, in the depression area, right around here. This is around the time we're going to be looking to buy. If you guys are going to be interested in seeing exactly where we're going to be buying, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Shameless plug. So getting into this is the bullish thesis versus the bearish thesis. So obviously the bears think we're going to nuke. The bears think we're going to puke. You know, tale as old as time, right? You can see a lot of people think that this trend line right here is like the end all be all. We got 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, right? But I don't think anybody really looks at it this way. Let's grab it like this and do this. Nobody's really talking about this. Look at this touch point right here. It's very, very possible that this is the trend line right here, right? And this is the touch point right here. And we're actually underneath the trend line, and we're actually waiting right now. This, in my opinion, this is exactly what's happening. And we're retesting that trend line, and we're going to head much, much lower, just like this chart right here suggests, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, keeping it really simple, I'm going to show you this chart. This is exactly how I have my trend line drawn because of how many touch points are on the trend line. So you have exactly the way it is right here. It touched here, came up here, came through, hit this box, up, touched the trend line again, up, went through the trend line. We're retesting the trend line. And if you zoom in on the trend line, there's actually quite a few more touches in here that are important, like right here, you know, price came up, pulled back, came here, pulled back, right? So there's a lot of touches on this trend line. And my point is, take a look at this box right here. This is a zone, right? We're not just going to bounce off the top of the bull market and continue just ripping to the upside, right? We're getting a retest out this trend line. Price is pulling back, and it only stands to reason that we come and retest the 50K mark, right? It just stands to reason as far as I'm concerned. Keeping that as simple as possible, guys. I believe that this part of the market here is the same as this part of the market here is the same as this part of the market here, right? Keeping it as simple as possible. I don't think there's really much more to discuss with this. So moving on, having something like this as additional data and confluence is super, super valuable, right? So I'm not really going to go into this because I got into this in other videos, right? So this chart right here speaks more volume than 99% of the garbage that most analysts are talking about on the internet, right? We got 427 days, bull market top to bear market bottom. 426 days, bull market top to bear market bottom. 426 days, bull market top to bear market bottom. So does it not stand to reason that price will come back towards this long-term curve, long-term trend line in the right timing window, creating an ABC pattern, and now would be a good time to buy roughly around, let's say, November 2026. This is the level we're looking to buy at, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we're going to be stacking our BTC, our spot BTC. If you guys are interested in buying BTC at these levels with us, then make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and all that good stuff, right? So this chart right here is absolutely, I would say, a must if you're a trader, right? So what you're seeing here is you're seeing an engulfing candle on the weekly, and then it closed underneath. So first the candle engulfed, and then it closed underneath this level, which I told you guys in another video. The level was 78,100, roughly 78,183, give or take. I said, if we get a close underneath here, it's going to head much, much lower. And at this point, even if price does bounce up here, I still believe we're going to head much, much lower. And I'm going to show you why. I'll show you a few examples of engulfing candles. Here's an engulfing candle right here. Price went down. Drag. I'll see if I can find some examples here. It's almost every time. So engulfing candle, price went down. Okay, right here. Engulfing candle, price went up, and then price went down. You see a lot of 5 waves, Elliott wave after that, and then a price will push up, but eventually it still rolls over for like a lot of the time, majority of the time actually. So bringing you back here. Here's another example. So engulfing candle, price goes down, right? I'm not going to bore you with it all day, but there's many, many examples. You can go check it out yourself. The last thing I want to show you guys is this chart right here. Really, there's not really much to look at here. It's just where I believe we're at in the market cycle. So basically what you're looking at here is price pulls back from the bull market top, goes up into the 0.382 level, which is also the daily 200 MA, and then price comes down for one more leg, right? It's the same thing over here, right? Price pops up into the 0.382 level, which is also the daily moving average, and comes down for one more final leg, some consolidation, and then this is the time to buy. Exactly what we're doing right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go more into depth in this chart in another video, But I wanted to show you guys structurally why this makes sense, right? So seeing the same thing right here. Price is popping up into the daily moving average, right? And the 0.382 level. So it stands to reason that price is going to come down for one more leg down, consolidation, and then we're going to stack up on the spot BTC right around this level, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are looking to do the same thing with us, then make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.